Lisa Rinna and Colton Underwood's rising tension on season 4 of The Traitors is hard to miss. And there doesn't appear to be any love lost between them off camera either. Let's talk about you being a stalker. Rinna, 62, wrote via Threads on Friday, January 23, slamming Underwood, 33, for his past alleged harassment of ex-girlfriend Cassie Randolph. Rinna's jab came after a fan posted a meme of her from her Real Housewives of Beverly Hills days, warning the Bachelor alum that he shouldn't make an enemy out of her on The Traitors. Underwood and Rinna have been at odds all season, with Underwood trying and failing to get her voted off the show during the Thursday, January 22 episode. He has questioned her low-key demeanor and threw shade after Rinna banished fellow housewife Portia Williams. *THIS is who Colton thinks he's slick up against. Good luck, buddy, the fan wrote alongside a picture of Rinna, saying one of her most iconic RHOBH lines, aimed at Dorette Kemsley. Were people doing coke in your bathroom? When fans saw Rinna's stalker accusation on Threads, many were quick to applaud her for calling out Underwood for his past. US Weekly has reached out to Underwood's rep for comment. Lisa, you are an icon. I'm blessed to live in a time where you have been a part of all my favorite things. Days of our lives, QVC, Housewives, Traitors, one user wrote in the comments section. A second user replied, you better believe we're gonna talk about it. @Rinna, please ask about the restraining order at the reunion. I'll finally tune in to this season if that happens. A third fan wrote back, referring to the severity of Underwood's stalking case in 2020. For those unfamiliar with The Bachelor, Underwood was the lead for season 23 of the franchise in 2019. At the time, he was not publicly out as gay and romanced 25 women, ultimately choosing Randolph, 30, for his final rose. Although the pair didn't get engaged during the finale, they dated for 2 years before calling it quits in May 2020. Tension between the exes didn't end there. In September 2020, news broke that Randolph filed a restraining order against Underwood, which was granted. She claimed that the former football player planted a tracker on her car and was harassing her. Randolph dropped the restraining order 2 months later, and she and Underwood settled their case in private. Underwood publicly came out as gay in April 2021 and apologized to Randolph for how he treated her toward the end of their relationship. However, he denied he was ever abusive toward his ex, despite the stalking scandal. I never want people to think that I'm coming out to change the narrative, or to brush over and not take responsibility for my actions. And now that I have this gay life, that I don't have to address my past as a straight man. Underwood told Variety in May 2021, seemingly talking about the restraining order debacle. That was never my intention. Controlling situations to try to grasp at any part of the straight fantasy that I was trying to live out was so wrong, he claimed. I did not physically touch or physically abuse Cassie in any way, shape, or form. Randolph addressed Underwood's sexuality journey during an October 2022 appearance on the Almost Famous podcast, saying, I'm very happy that he is at peace with himself and not carrying that burden anymore. Of course. She then noted, it was a very just overall hard time for me, so I feel like there was just one thing after another and I was just extremely overwhelmed with everything going on. Although Underwood and Randolph have both moved on, Underwood married Jordan C. Brown in 2023 while Randolph wed Bryden Reinhart in 2025. Not everyone has forgotten about the drama surrounding their relationship. In fact, Rinna isn't the first celebrity to take issue with Underwood being on The Traitors with his scandalous past. Paige DeSorbo went off on Underwood during the Tuesday, January 20 episode of her and Hannah Berner's Giggly Squad podcast. DeSorbo, 33, claimed that after doing highly illegal to Randolph, he comes out as gay, and everybody forgets. He stalked this woman's life for months and months on end. The Summer House alum asked, tell me why you get a job. Why are you casted on a big hit national television show? Why the are you getting a nice guy edit? You are a stalker, weirdo. DeSorbo said she was livid at the positive spin he was seemingly getting on The Traitors. It sends a really horrible message to women, she claimed, calling Underwood disgusting and someone she doesn't think should be hired ever again on anything. She concluded, you're creepy and